Hey guys! I'm trying this on my iPad, so I'm going to see how that works. I haven't used this on, I haven't gone live on my iPad before, so we'll see. I'm doing a live video on how to curl my hair. I've had a few people ask me to do a tutorial. So my hair is short now. I got like a lot of it chopped off a while ago. Couple months, 3 months, 2 months, I don't know. But I got like the majority of my hair chopped off. So, hang on, say hey when you're on. So if you guys are watching me live, comment 1 if you're watching the live video. If you're catching the replay, comment 2 for replay. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna do a live video tutorial on how to curl my hair. I use a curling wand and I use probably the same technique that most people do, but I learned some stuff recently and I wanted to share so that if you guys have short hair or even long hair, you could probably apply the same thing. So the first thing I start with is some texturizing spray. So I use Not Your Mother's Beach Babe texturizing dry shampoo right here. So I spray it through like all of my layers. So I just shake it up real good. And then I like this because I need something that like is gonna grip. It's gonna make my hair grippy. So I just like lift up. And then I spray through like right there. And then try not to inhale it too much. And then I just rub it through. So, remember, comment 1 if you're watching the live, comment 2 if you're watching the replay. So the first thing I'm going to do is just get like this really short section down here, and I just go like under my ears and then under. Just these little like baby hairs is what I want. And I'm going to use my hair tie. And I'm done. Just kidding. So these baby hairs, if you curl them, what they're gonna do is stick out. So you don't want them to stick out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna curl them under. And I use my straightener for this. So I grab, hold on, I'm like trying to do this in my mirror. So I grab my hair and I just give it like a big, steep curl under, just like that. Sometimes you need to do it a few times to get that curl, and that way your hair doesn't stick out really far or stick out the wrong way, because you want it to be like a nice kind of under bob, still curled. And if you are wondering what's on my lips, I'm wearing one layer of, what am I wearing? 1 layer of Sweetheart Pink, 1 layer of Be Mine, and then the top layer of Sweetheart Pink again. And then I just have Glossy Gloss over it. I think it's starting to wear off because I've been drinking my coffee. So give it that deep curl, you see it, so that we know that it is staying. And each layer, when I do my hair, I give it a shot of hairspray. Just a little spritz. I got my arm. Okay, so steep curl. Hey, your stripes, they're important. So these, sorry, I'm on Instagram too. These are really messed up stripes, if y'all can see. I didn't wait for them to dry. I have like a little stencil, and I didn't wait for them to dry before I pulled them off, and they just like smeared everywhere, so it's fine. So I'm gonna do another layer. I like using the iPad. It's like a big screen. I can see myself. So the next one, I'm going to go over my ears and get this next layer. And I'm going to clip it up. Okay. So now, let me get my curling one. And you guys, this is literally the oldest curling one in the whole world. I've had it for like probably almost 10 years. The brand is Plugged In. This was a Chi. Actually, I'm going to turn that off. This straightener was a Chi. This is called Plugged In. I don't know. It's really old, but it works. I've used it since college and it works really well. So I'm just going to start going, and I grab a strand of hair and I curl it. And here's the key. Keep like 1.5 inches out. You don't want that bottom curled. Keep it out. And then you pull. See? So you keep a little bit out and then you pull down. So same thing, keep it out. And y'all, if you are watching the live, comment 1 if you're catching it live. Comment 2 if you're catching the replay, if y'all are watching later. So I just kind of hang on until it gets hot, and then I pull down. So it's also, pulling down is also going to prevent that like curly Q look that you really don't want. Sorry, you guys are going to get a lot of weird angles of me. I'm sorry ahead of time. Okay, so keep like 1.5 inches out. Hi Molly, hey Melina. He's on, hi Heather. Keep it like 1 inch out and then pull down. So I'm just gonna keep doing that. Oh, this is already curled. I'm sorry, my dog is barking. I think my neighbors are moving or something because I keep hearing loud noises like moving noises. And then sometimes it's hard to tell what's been curled and what hasn't. Copper. Okay. And I take like 1 inch section at a time. Can't really see this back part. There's not a lot going on back here. So keep that out. Let it get hot. Pull down. This section of my hair, like this and down, is always the hardest to curl. So bear with me. We're almost through. Did you hear my dog just growl as he laid down? He's mad that he had to stop barking. He's like, I'm just trying to protect you, Mom. Okay. And this hair, since I washed it this morning, this hairstyle will last me through the end of the day tomorrow. So what I'll do tomorrow morning is I will get up, I'll throw a little bit of dry shampoo in my roots. I actually use the same brand. This brand, if you guys are new, I put this Not Your Mother's Beach Babe Texturizing Dry Shampoo in my hair first, just like a little spritz all around to give my hair something, like give the curling one something to grab onto. Like that. So I'm going to need a little bit more tomorrow, but I use the green kind. It's called Refresh. So I'll use that in my hair tomorrow. And then put it a little bit more in. So after each layer, I do a little spritz of my hairspray. And then I'll do the next layer. So what are you guys doing this weekend? Does anyone have any cool plans? Let me know. I'm gonna go to the mall and get a couple things that I need. And just walk around and maybe get a Starbucks because I'm off today and I don't have too many crazy plans. Oh, that's too small of a... I like to grab bigger sections because the bigger the section, the bigger the curl. And we don't want it too curly. I mean, I like some curls, but I don't want it too curly. Hey, Mom. Okay, and then if you are using bigger sections, just hold the curling wand on your hair for a little bit longer. then remember to leave like 1.5 inches out. I feel like I need to have music on or something. I usually have something on, but I'm using my phone, which is what I usually play things on. Say hey if you're on. And then I like to spray the hairspray in between each layer, because when you go in with your next layer, you'll know what you've curled and what you haven't. So your hair is going to have a different texture because you have curling, or you have hairspray on it. So you'll be able to tell easier, which is a good. Oh, you could do it. It's so easy. I can't use a curling iron to save my life. I've tried, I've watched videos. I can't do it. Actually, that's a big section. I'll make it a little bit smaller. It just takes practice. I've been doing this since college, and I just had to watch a lot of videos. So I wanted to share stuff that I've learned. So leave that out. Let it get hot and pull. If you want to know if your hair is hot or not, just tap on your hair, the hair part that is wrapped around the curling iron. Be very careful not to touch the curling iron part. Remember to comment 1 if you're watching live, and 2 if you're catching me on the replay. I know it's a Saturday, and I know some of you are either in and out, or you are busy, because I will be soon. Hey, how are you? Okay. See, I just grabbed extra, but then I realized it because I grabbed this, but it had a different texture, so I could tell that I had already curled it. So thank you, hairspray. I remember you. Yes, ma'am. That was so funny, but I'm glad that you stopped me. Are you still there? Do you still work there often? Because I'm there like every other day. Y'all, if you're on my Facebook, I'm talking to someone that I ran into at Costco, and she stopped me because she recognized me from my Instagram. She follows me on Instagram and we're friends. And she stopped me. She said, "Your Lovely Lips by Lauren." So we're friends now. It's so funny how you can meet people just around in real life when you've been talking to them on social media. It's so funny. But I love using social media for business and for creating new friendships and all of that stuff. So social media is really important to me because I have a full-time job also on top of Senegence. So it's how I'm able to still expand my market and everything like that. Does anyone make that face when they do hairspray? Okay, next layer. And then that's usually the layer where my part is, so I just check, make sure my part looks okay, which it does. I don't like it too perfect. And so you can tell the difference between curled hair and straight hair. It's a little crunchy, but it won't be forever because I'm gonna like finger comb it. So I don't brush my curls out because then it gets really poofy for me because my hair is really thick and kind of kinky. So this is blow dried hair. The hair that I have before I'm curling it, it's blow dried kind of straight. So sometimes if it's really curly, just hang on to it for a second and pull it down. Kind of seems counterintuitive to pull on hair you just curled, but trust me, it really does work. So make sure you're leaving 1 inch to 1.5 inches out of the curling wand, because that gives you the look that you're going to want. It's kind of the more modern look. Sorry, I'm like, but it's because everything's like kind of lower. It's okay. I'm curious to know where everyone's from though. So if you're watching me, comment with where you're from. Because I love hearing, I know where a lot of my Facebook girls are from, but I don't know where a lot of my Instagram friends are from. So let me know. Or if you're local, I'm in the Plano, Texas area, which is like 15 miles north of Dallas, which is where I used to live for like 4 years. We can get together. I need my mirror higher, so I'm not like, am I doing it right? Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. This is a long video, I'm sorry. For those of you that are watching the replay, just fast forward, because I don't think I'm going to say anything important. I never do anyways. Maybe if I lower my chair a little. Okay, and pull. And then also you can tell if there are any little sections that need to be curled still, because you've already hairsprayed the layer under it, so it's gonna stick out like a sore thumb, which is very helpful. Oh, that section's really thick. Okay, so I think I'm going to Starbucks, but here's the kicker, I am lactose intolerant. So I have to have almond milk or soy milk. I try not to have soy milk too much. I use almond milk in my coffee every morning. I don't love coconut milk. Like, I love coconut things, but coconut milk is not, I don't know, I think it's the aftertaste that's throwing me off. So if anyone has a good idea on something that I should order, I usually just get like a latte that's not even flavored, because I don't really love sweet drinks. But if you have any tips, I am always open to learning about them. Hey Kayla, you need to show me what I'm doing wrong, because I know you know how to do hair. Probably doing something wrong, but hey, it works for me. Yeah, I can't use a curling wand or a curling iron for the life of me. It just never works. So maybe it's longer to use a wand, but it just works a lot better for me. Sorry, I'm watching my Instagram too, and it's funny. And pull. But yeah, other than that, I do not have many plans this weekend, which is kind of nice, because last weekend, if you've been following me, I've been crazy busy. I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma for a conference for Senegence, which is the company that makes lip scents. And I was just like, go, go, go all weekend, in and out of classes and like events and stuff. And it was so much fun, but I'm not really used to that. And I was exhausted after, and I had to jump right, I had to jump right back into work that Monday. And then I worked every single day until 7 most days. It was tough. So I slept in a little bit, made some pancakes, and now I'm here. Wands are more convenient to use yourself because you don't have to worry about clipping the iron. maybe that's it. Maybe that's the problem that I have, because I can't like figure out which way to go, or it's really hard for me. My my hairstylist, she does my hair really good with a iron, and every time I'm watching her, like, oh, I need to learn how to do that, but this just works well for me. And I feel like hairspraying each layer as well makes the curls last longer. It could just be my opinion or my mind, but I feel like that's the case. So if you were curious to see if it was hot yet, just tap the hair, but be very careful. And a lot of the times if you buy a curling wand, it'll come with a like a mitt for this hand. And I tried that for a while, but I couldn't. I just couldn't, because I'd be like dropping my hair, or I don't know. So another good reason to leave 1 inch to 1.5 inches out of your wand is to protect your fingers. Okay, last little bit, maybe, I think. Okay, we're almost done. Didn't take too long, did it? How long have I been on? How can I tell? I don't know, I can't tell. That burns her hair off? Oh my gosh, I know. I don't think that would happen to my hair. My hair is so thick. Us Italians have crazy thick hair. That's probably the funniest video. Oh my gosh, that poor child. And she's such a little kid too, that like, it probably like ruined her self-esteem. I'd be so sad. Okay, so this is like the last little section. This is like my bangs and a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do is leave my bangs out. I guess this over here is bang too. Leave it out, and I'm gonna do kind of like a lift, and then that. But keep it up and over here. But I wanna kind of create more volume. Just right there, and then pull it out to the side. And then this section, I don't know, I'm kind of strange, maybe no one else does this, but I like to like flatten a little bit, because I have a lot of baby hairs and a lot of flyaways and frizzies, so I feel like doing that with my wand gets rid of those, but it could just be me. Okay, and then I pull it out to the side. So if I was in my bathroom, which I usually am when I'm curling my hair like this, what I'll do is I will grab a mirror and look in the back of to the back of my head. But since I'm not, I will just look and see if I have any missing. Oops, see, I found one. So I'm gonna curl it. Sometimes there's that like little section that you left behind because it's in the back of your head, so you can't see it anyways. Okay. That's just hair. Maybe I'll curl it to make sure it doesn't stick out at least, and it blends in. Okay, now I'm gonna check this side. Okay, if I can even see it. Okay, that looks good. So I'm gonna spritz. Did I even spritz that? I don't remember. So sometimes if I'm doing my hair, what I'll do is I'll just clip my bangs back and then I'll do my makeup. But I've already done my makeup, obviously, because I was getting on video. So now I just want to like make sure that it's kind of cooled down, because you want your hair to be more curly as it's cooling so that it stays that curly longer. But since it is, I guess I'll start on this side since I did this first. I'm just gonna run my fingers through it and then run my fingers through it from the bottom. Okay, back over the side, run my fingers through it. And then run my fingers through the bottom. And then I just give it some zhuzhing. Okay, so if you see that here it's straighter, that's like the look nowadays, so we'll just leave that. I can't see the back of my head, but if you guys could tell me if it looks nice or not. The other side, I'm hoping. Okay, well, that's it. Usually I'll do like another hit of hairspray now that I've like pulled the curls out a little bit just to make sure that it stays. But there you have it. There is my hair curled with a curling wand. So if you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope everyone has an awesome weekend. And try a curling wand and let me know what your turnout is. Thanks. Bye.